2 a.m. You're staring at the ceiling. The phone is face down because you swore you wouldn't scroll. Yet your thoughts keep scrolling for you. Work, tomorrow's to-do list, that conversation you wish had gone differently. Your heart is steady, but your mind is loud. What if I told you there's a military trick developed for U.S. Navy pilots to manage extreme fatigue that can help you fall asleep in as little as 120 seconds once you learn it? It's simple, portable, and doesn't require pills or fancy gadgets. If you want real, practical sleep tips, hit like and subscribe so you'll see more techniques like this. Why this works. Your body is already built to sleep. The problem is your nervous system is still in solve the problem mode. Alert, scanning, running scenarios. That mental state keeps your muscles slightly primed and your attention in the wrong place. The method I'll walk you through shuts down two things at once. It tells the body it's safe through progressive muscle relaxation, and it gives your mind a single, boring task or image to focus on, so it stops doing looped problem solving. The military adapted this because pilots needed a predictable, fast way to switch off in high-stress environments. It's a step-by-step mechanical process that trains your brain and body to surrender. The method has 3 phases. Phase 1, progressive muscle relaxation to physically let go. Phase 2, a gentle mental anchor to quiet the mind. Phase 3, daily ritual and practice, because this is a skill you build. I'll guide each phase in detail and give troubleshooting tips if you get stuck. Phase 1, progressive muscle relaxation. Lie down in a comfortable position on your back, arms at your sides, legs uncrossed. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Begin at the top of your head. Relax your forehead. Smooth the brow. Imagine any tiny creases dissolving. Let your eyelids feel heavy. Soften your cheeks. Drop your jaw slightly. Allow the tongue to rest comfortably. Move to your neck and shoulders. Bring your shoulders up toward your ears for a moment. Feel the tension collect, and then let them fall away. Let your shoulders melt down and out, like warm wax dripping off a candle. Now your arms. Tighten both hands into gentle fists. Hold the tension briefly and release. Feel the weight of your hands sink into the mattress. Tense your biceps by slightly bending your elbows, then let them relax completely. Let your arms go floppy at your sides. Shift to your chest and belly. Take a small, deliberate breath and then exhale, letting your chest drop. Soften your abdomen. If you notice it holding tight, try a brief, controlled clench. Tighten the stomach for a beat, and then let it dissolve. Picture your torso sinking deeper into the bed. Move to your hips and thighs. Press your thighs together for a moment, then release. Imagine the muscles releasing like a rope uncoiling. Let the weight of your lower body press into the mattress. Work down to your calves and feet. Point your toes toward your face and hold just enough tension to notice, then let them flop away. Spread your toes slightly and then relax. Feel your feet become heavy and warm. If any area refuses to let go, use the micro-tension release trick. Deliberately tense that muscle group for about 5 seconds, and then let it go entirely. The contrast helps the nervous system notice the difference between tension and relaxation. Keep breathing steadily and allow each release to feel like a small surrender. Picture your whole body melting, sinking, and becoming heavier with each exhale. Phase 2. Emptying the mind. Once the body is relaxed, the mind often keeps running. This phase gives your brain one gentle job so it can stop inventing tasks. Choose one anchor that feels natural to you, the canoe, the hammock, or a simple repeating phrase. Pick the one you can imagine most easily and return to it whenever thoughts intrude. Option A. Canoe on a calm lake. Imagine yourself sitting in a small canoe on a perfectly still lake at dusk. The water is glass. The air is cool against your skin. There's no sound but the soft lapping against the canoe and the distant call of an owl. Visualize the shoreline far away, a soft, dark line. Keep your attention on the gentle sway of the canoe and the feeling of the paddle resting across your lap. If a thought pops up, acknowledge it, and then bring your attention back to the slow, steady breathing and the tiny, almost imperceptible motion of the boat. Option B. Hammock in total darkness. Picture yourself lying in a hammock under a night sky, wrapped in a soft blanket. You're suspended but perfectly supported. The world around you is dark but not empty. There is a weightless calm. Feel the curve of the hammock cradling your back. Notice the rhythm of your breath as a slow, gentle tide. If your mind wanders, imagine the darkness as a quiet curtain, and let that curtain draw across the scene, pulling attention back inward to the rhythm of breath and the sensation of calm. Option C, repetitive neutral phrase. Choose a short neutral phrase like "don't think" or "softly, slowly." Repeat it in your mind in a steady, even rhythm. Do not try to command your thoughts. Simply let the phrase move through your awareness like a metronome. Each time a thought arrives, return to the phrase with no judgment. The phrase is a gentle anchor, not a spell. Its job is to occupy the problem-solving brain with something monotonous, so it stops inventing crises. Whichever anchor you choose, keep it simple. If an image fails, if you can't picture the lake or the hammock, switch to the phrase. The goal is a single, repetitive focus that's boring enough to let sleep take over. When thoughts intrude, treat them like clouds. Notice, then let them pass and return to your anchor. Phase 3. Consistency, ritual, and practice. This technique is a skill. Early on, it might take longer than 2 minutes. That's normal. With nightly practice, the system learns the sequence and begins to respond faster. According to reports from the original program used by pilots, many people saw dramatic improvements after consistent practice over several weeks. Some sources reported high success rates when the routine was practiced regularly. Treat this as training. Do it even on nights when you're already tired. Habit is what teaches your body the cue for sleep. Create a pre-sleep ritual to help the method work. Dim the lights, put screens away at least 30 minutes before bed. Do a brief calming activity like reading a low-stakes book or stretching gently. Keep the room cool and the bedding comfortable. Avoid large meals, heavy exercise, or intense conversations right before bed. The idea is to make your bedroom a predictable signal for sleep. If you can't fall asleep after about 15 to 20 minutes, get up, move to another dim room, and do something intentionally boring for 10 minutes. Read light content, fold laundry, or sit quietly. Avoid phones and bright screens. Then go back to bed and try the routine again. This prevents your brain from associating the bed with wakeful frustration. Troubleshooting and common questions. My mind keeps racing. Swap anchors. If imagery fuels more thought, switch to the repetitive phrase. If the phrase feels like a mantra that stirs the mind, try the canoe. Sensory details often ground the thinking brain. Remind yourself that intrusions are normal. Each redirection trains the system. My body won't relax. Use the micro-tension release trick on the stubborn area. Tense it deliberately and then completely let go. Sometimes adding a small movement before settling, rotating an ankle, shrugging the shoulder, helps release stiffness. Keep breathing slowly and maintain the intention to relax rather than trying to force it. I wake up in the middle of the night. Don't check the clock. Keep the lights low and the room cool. Reapply the 3-phase routine starting with the muscle relaxation. If anxiety strikes, use the repetitive phrase to give your mind a neutral task. If you repeatedly wake and can't return to sleep, consider whether caffeine, alcohol, or stress is a factor, and if the problem persists, consult a healthcare professional. A few practical notes. Be patient with yourself. Some nights you'll fall asleep immediately. Other nights the process will take longer. That doesn't mean it's not working. Treat each night as rehearsal. Avoid shaming thoughts. You didn't fail because you're awake. You're practicing a new habit. Quick recap. Phase 1. Relax the body muscle by muscle using the tension release trick if needed. Phase 2. Give your mind a single boring anchor, canoe, hammock, or repetitive phrase. Phase 3. Practice nightly and build a calming pre-sleep routine. If you can't sleep, get up and do something boring for a bit before trying again. If you have chronic or severe insomnia, or if falling asleep is tied to a medical condition, please consult a healthcare professional to explore options tailored to you. This technique is a practical tool for many people, but is not a replacement for medical care when it's needed. You can start tonight. Lie down, go through the muscle releases, Pick your anchor and keep it simple. With consistency, the sequence becomes a reliable cue. The body relaxes, the mind settles, and sleep follows. If this method speaks to you, tell me in the comments what your biggest sleep problem is. Racing thoughts, tension, waking up too early? I read your replies and I'll make the next video to help you wake up with energy and focus. If you found this useful, like and subscribe so you don't miss that follow-up. Sleep is a skill. With a little practice and compassion, you can get better at it.